YouTube, how we doing? PPS back. It is Sunday, Easter Sunday. Happy Easter to you guys and your families. Hope you guys are spending today together. And decided to get this video out super early. Been working on it for a bit. I'm gonna be dropping 3 plays for you guys today. I missed yesterday. We had a doubleheader. I was unable. I was at the field pretty much the whole entire day. So obviously was unable to do a video for you guys. But I did pre-record the last video. And yeah, it went very well. Ended up stacking up against Mr. Crap Keller and cashed in on both. Washington first 5 money line, minus 110. That was pretty easy. Ended up getting plus 100 day of that morning. I ended up grabbing plus 100 again. Washington team total. I was pretty close. It was plus 110 in that cash. So right now we're 10-6 on the show. A little bit over 2.8 units. I think it's like 2.84 or something like that. So yeah, we're doing very well. And you guys know how Sundays do, right? We had last Sunday, nice sweep. It was our biggest video to date for MLB. So I'm hoping we have that same type of energy, same type of action. And I'm going to go back to one of the guys that we rode on that day as well. But first, if you guys could, please drop a like, hit that sub button if you haven't already. Again, we're just continuing to put out content for you guys. We will have Pass the Prop tomorrow. Make sure you guys are tuning into that to get more plays. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun little run here today. I'm gonna have quite a few plays out for you guys. I'm also gonna be at the Brewer game today. Go Brewers, playing the Cardinals tonight in the last game of the series. Should be a good one. Obviously, the Cardinals are tough. They always play. It doesn't matter if either team is bad. The games are always close. And yeah, it should be a fun Sunday, fun Easter to spend with my family. So hope you guys are doing the same thing today. And let's get right into it today. We're going back to a guy that's been making me money, Mr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. To record an RBI today at plus 115. I just think this number is too high, right? We should not be seeing plus money on this when Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is just absolutely on a tear. Even if you look at yesterday, he went 0 for 4, but he still had an RBI. Still was able to find a way to get the run in. He's actually recorded an RBI in every single home game this year. That is 5-0. 2-0 versus Oakland in this series, and 3-0 versus the Rangers. And the best part about that is he's only hit 2 home runs. So he is still providing good, solid contact, solid ABs, even when he isn't hitting the home runs, right? Obviously, he's had that 3 home run game. Everybody's talked about that. But he's only hit home runs in 3 of the games. So he's still able to score guys in very much situations that need to get it done. Guys on third, less than 2 outs. He's getting those done. Doesn't matter if it's RBI, ground out, stuff like that. It also helps that we have a matchup here with Adam Oller. Adam Oller is in his second start here. He got absolutely blown up in his first start. Only went 1 1/3 innings. The Blue Jays should destroy him today. Lefties had 2 home runs against him. 3, I think it said he. This is just so bad. His first game was so bad. That's the only information we have on him. Righties batted 1,000 against him in that game. Lefties batted 429. The sluggings were over 1,000 for both sides. Just gave up hard contact everywhere. This is not the team you want to have hard contact against. I'm looking up at Adam Oller's numbers here and what he threw in that first game. 30% sinker, 30% changeup, 28% slider, cutter, and fastball, or 4-seam to round that out. That's 3 different types of fastballs in there when you add the cutter, 4-seam, and the sinker. And that's not a pitch you really want to throw to Vlad. This year he's batting 333 against fastballs. Last year he batted 374 against fastballs. 26 of his home runs last year were off the fastball. Obviously, his changeup's his best out pitch. Obviously, that's going to be the toughest one. That's most hitters in the MLB's worst pitch to hit. You'd think it'd be curveballs, but a lot of these guys can pick up spin so well. I still see Vlad getting on base. I still see him very, very high odds for him to hit a home run today, right? On a Sunday like this at home. I can't really go away from this. 5 for 5 at home, even when he's only hit 2 home runs at home so far. So I'm going to be rolling with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to record an RBI at plus 115. Found that over on FanDuel Sportsbook today. Again, guys, I know it sounds repetitive. If you guys could, please drop a like. I will be having more content out over on Twitter. Again, follow that link below. I will have more stuff out today over for the RX for my pick of the day. Over there, we're on a 6-1 run. I'm trying to continue that run as well. So thank you guys for all the support you guys have been giving me. And let's get to our plays 2 and 3, which will be in the exact same game. Let's go to the Colorado Rockies again. These guys are wagons for me when they're at home. Last night, the guy who's going to be coming up in the next segment here made me quite a bit of money over on DraftKings last night. And I'm going right back to these guys. The Colorado Rockies at home are absolute wagons, man. Last night they won this. They won the game as well. And now we have Adam Gomber on the mound. Adam Gomber is one of the very few guys who ever go into Coors Field who actually does better in Coors Field. Adam Gomber here, 2.09 ERA at home last year, 6.22 on the road. Teams were only hitting 187 off of him last year. That's unbelievable. In a place like Coors Field, especially on a day like today, is very, very important, especially if it's going to be warm, that your pitcher is better at home than he is on the road, because you're going to be going up against a guy named Drew Smiley here who's going to give up some fly balls and doesn't know how to pitch in Coors Field like Gomber does. I definitely see runs early and often in this one. I'm going to actually give you guys my last play here because it's in this game, and I'm going to kind of go into a little bit more Drew Smiley numbers here while we're at it. So remember, lock this one in. But I'm going to go to my guy here, CJ Cron. Total bases over 1.5, plus 100. This dude's been fantastic. I'm dropping this right now just because I'm going to start talking about Drew Smiley here. Drew Smiley throws his curveball at an alarming rate, right? First outing of the year, he, I believe, pitched against the Pirates. He threw 51% curveball, 25% fastball, 23% cutter. All right, so that's 2 fastballs and a curveball. So pretty much you're looking either hard or the big breaker, right? Really no threat on the changeup here, and you're going to have a lot of right-handed bats in this lineup here to worry about. Obviously, a guy who's really stepped up in my eyes has been Connor Joe, the leadoff hitter that's been there. I think he had 3 hits last night. He's been fantastic. I had him last night, so that's why I remember him. But you also have Chris Bryant, who hits great against lefties, career-wise always. CJ Cron, I know Grichuk is kind of hurt. He crushes lefties. I wouldn't be surprised to see him find his way into the lineup today as well. But overall, Drew Smiley does give up power to the right-handed side, and also doesn't really get lefties out at that high of a rate either, right? Early on in the season last year, at 8.05 in ERA in his first month and a half of the season. I think he's going to be a little bit flying too high after that Pirates win. And now you're going into Colorado. This is a much different beast here. And going into just a little bit more about the CJ Cron spot. CJ Cron absolutely rakes fastballs and absolutely rakes curveballs. So you're going to give me a guy who wants to hit the fastball, who wants to hit the curveball, and a guy who only throws those 2 pitches. Okay, so if we're going to look here, I'll go into last year's numbers just because it's probably a little bit better sample size here. He faced 187 curveballs last year. He batted .303. Hard hit rate of 40.7%. That is unbelievable on a curveball. And then you go into his fastball stuff. .315 off the fastball. Hard hit rate of 55%. This man is in the top ranks of exit velo every single year. 97th percentile this year already. 90 percentile in barrels. If you look at Drew Smiley, he's going to give up barrels, right? That's going to happen when you throw predominantly 2 pitches, right? You're going to give up barrels. Obviously, his numbers are elite right now because he faced the Pirates, so don't look into that as much. But I love CJ Cron. Hits the curveball well, hits the fastball well. What's this guy going to throw you? Those pitches. We also saw quite a bit of the pen last night for the Cubs as they threw a guy. I think he only went 3 innings. So we should see a little bit more of that pen too. If we can get Smiley out in the 3rd or 4th, I think CJ Cron's going to have one of those big breakout days. 2 homers last night. Would not be surprised on see the streaky hitter go for another one here tonight. Plus 290 on the home run prop. Over 1.5 total bases, just it's too low, right? Got to grab it. Get that money. I mean, I would take that up to minus 120 on the over 1.5 total bases here. Again, guys, little recap. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to record an RBI at plus 115. The Rockies, first 5 money line, minus 130. And CJ Cron total bases over 1.5. And also sprinkle on that home run. Let's get an Easter homer prop in the bag here. So, again, guys, thank you so much. If you guys could please hit the like button, that would be much appreciated. And happy Easter to all you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And hope you have a great Easter with your family today. And you get to spend it watching some baseball, spend it doing Easter egg hunts, whatever you got. But best of luck on your bets if you are betting today. And have a great rest of your Sunday.